All right, guys, we are live. Welcome so much inside the makeshift Butler's Cabin here in Murrieta, California. I am joined by my lovely host here, Mila Pittman. Why don't you say hi to the React to Me Race for Days League?
Hi, guys.
So, do you have anything you want to say today, or?
I've been performing in Oliver at the Temecula Community Theater.
Yeah. How was that?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in the Temecula Community Theater that you perform in, how many plays have you been in so far?
So just at that theater, I've been in 7.
Wow, 7?
Yeah.
Wow, holy cow, that's crazy. 7's a lot. My lucky number so far in this league has been 4. You know why?
Wow.
Well, because, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 championships. It's pretty cool, huh?
I guess.
Yeah. So what's the next play you're performing for, Mila?
I'm gonna be in the Little Mermaid summer camp, and it's Little Mermaid Junior.
Oh, nice. That'll be awesome. Well, I'll tell you, when is that going to happen?
In July.
In July. In July. So, I mean, if you don't have a lot of plans in July, maybe you want to come down and see Mila perform in The Little Mermaid. Hopefully she gets a good role. Really exciting. A lot of good stuff going down in Old Town. So, want to thank you all for being here for our 17th year. I apologize the other day when I wrote my notes down. I said that this league was established in 2005. After further research, it was 2006. So my apologies. I said 18 years. This is the 17th year in the league. So really excited about that. We have our 20-year celebration coming up in 2026. So we're going to draft this order, or pick your draft order based on your standings from last season. So the first pick is going to go to C.B. Reed, Dave Simpson. A little bit about Dave Simpson. He's a champion in this league. He actually won in 2013. Had an outstanding performance that year. Peyton Manning was his quarterback. Peyton Manning scored 55 points in his rout over Steeltown, another React to Me Raise for Days competitor. He beat Steeltown good that day, 157-90. He had guys like Dez Bryant, Frank Gore, San Francisco D, all on his squad. A really nice, well-rounded squad, and he's always operated and played under the name C.B. Reed. So he'll get the first ball today, and we're going to go ahead and pick that. Mila, I need you to pick the lucky ball for C.B. Reed. Let the video know the number. Let your mom know the number. What's the number?
Number 6.
Number 6. Number 6. You know what? I don't have a pin, so hey, this is live. This is live. We weren't ready for this. The word is prepared. Separation is in the preparation. All right, so number 6 for C.B. Reed. All right, second pick is going to go to Sweetness, Chance Nace. Sweetness is also a champion in this React to Me Raise for Days league. He actually won it all in 2009, playing under the team name Lights Out. You guys can remember in 2009, what was Lights Out all about? You know, as Charger fans know, bro, that was Sean Merriman. Those were Sean Merriman days. We were all knee deep in that stuff, so Chance Nace went ahead and won. He actually won the ship with Matt Schaub as his starting quarterback. He benched Peyton Manning. It was one of those things, I'm sure, where Peyton Manning's not playing. He's clinched a playoff spot, and so he has to play his backup quarterback. And Matt Schaub came out with 21 points that day. He had an impressive team, though. Steve Smith, Ocho Cinco, big Cedric Benson, Greg Jennings when he was out there catching passes from Aaron Rodgers back in the day. He defeated SD Pride. We'll talk about SD Pride here in a minute. He defeated SD Pride 116-106 that day. Sweetness has 1 championship in the React to Me Raise for Days League, and he also has 2 second-place finishes. So we're going to go ahead and pick a ball for Chance Nace, Sweetness. So what do we got here?
Number 4.
Number 4. For Sweetness. All right, I'll take those. Third pick is going to go to my Zach Ertz, Justin Eisner. So Eisner, now this is the third person we're talking about. He also a champion. He was a champion in the 2020 COVID year. He's been in the league only since 2018 when he started with the Terrible Turds. He was 4-9 that year, so his team name was adequately fit for being called Terrible Turds. But it was the following year. The guy battled back. He was second place in 2019. Ended up losing to a team called Recco. I actually know that team. Recco had Michael Thomas and Julio Jones on that team. 68 points between the two of those guys that day. But we won't go down that road. We're going to talk about Eisner because this is his pick. And my Zach Ertz, he followed up that year, that runner-up year, and he won it all. He won it all, and he absolutely had a blazing performance in the championship game. Josh Allen had 43 points that game, or that day, I should say. Alvin Kamara, 64 fantasy points on Championship Sunday. Can you guys remember that a few years ago? 64 points by Alvin Kamara. I think he changed his shoes about 3 or 4 times that game. You know, unfortunately, my lovely wife, who's videoing right now, she lost to him that day. 222-98. It was an absolute shellacking, and my Zach Ertz won his first championship. So we're going to go ahead and see what Mr. Eisner gets. Open this thing back up. Shake it up. What do we got?
Number 10.
Number 10. Number 10. Back of the bus. Back of the bus for my Zach Ertz. All right, so the 4th pick is going to go to CD's Nuts, Scott Johnson. He's also a champion. He won his championship in 2014 with Desmond Confused. He defeated Sweetness that day. It was another blowout. I'm starting to see common themes when I go back and I look at the different years. Unbelievable, some of the blowouts in the championship games. But he went ahead and won 155-96 that day. He's a Cowboy fan. He has the star to prove it on his back. Tony Romo was on his team. 35 points for Big Romo. Big C.J. Anderson is running back, 27 points. LaShawn McCoy had 20 points. Alshon Jeffrey had 20 points. The Gronk had 15 points. I mean, when you've got production like that on championship day, you're going to be tough to beat. And indeed, that he was tough to beat that day. And Scott Johnson, a champion in this league, a one-time champion. And he also has 2 runner-ups, 2018, 2021. So he's around. He's around. We're going to go ahead and pick CD's Nuts, lucky number. CD's Nuts must be 2, but you won't get that joke, but that's okay.
Number 8.
Number 8. Number 8 for CD's Nuts. All right, so now we move on to the 5th pick in this draft, and it's Drain the Swamp. Drew Simpson. So Drew Simpson, he's going to be our first non-champion of this league. This guy is an OG in this league. He's been around since 2008. He has yet to hoist the trophy. I know he desires it very much. And going back for the OGs in this league, when Drew first got into this league, he played under the team name My Fish Can Swim. And we all remember that. I mean, the guys hatched out 3, or his lovely wife hatched out 3. And so I know My Fish Can Swim had something to do with that. And, you know, unfortunately in fantasy, his fish didn't swim that year. He was 4-10 his first year out. But just like we saw with my Zach Ertz, it was the following year. This guy came right back, didn't take him long, 2nd place immediately. He ends up losing in 2009 to Sweetness, who we talked about earlier. And then the following year, SD Pride, he switches his name from My Fish Can Swim to SD Pride. The guy comes in, another 2nd place finish, this time losing to Jason Kelly, who is no longer in the league, in it to win it. He lost this game 101-100. This was before we had PPR. This was before we had fractional points. He lost the championship game 101-100. And it was 19 points by the left-footed kicker from the Raiders, Sebastian Janikowski, coming through for in it to win it. When your kicker gets 19 points in the championship game, so tough luck for Drew in the 2nd consecutive year going to the championship game. But he didn't stop. He went right back. 3 consecutive runner-up performances. The best Buffalo Bills performance we have in the React to Me League is right here. This guy went to 3 straight championship games. And unfortunately fell short that time to Shaved Chocolate. But he does have 3 second-place finishes. He was around early. Don't count him out. He may be in for a good one this year. What do we got? Number one. So Drain the Swamp, having never won a championship yet in this React to Me League, one of only 2 players, we'll talk about the second one in a second, gets the first overall pick this year. All right, so we move on to the 6th pick, and that's Big Crazy Horse. Mike D always played under the name Crazy Horse. He also, now we're back to the champions. He's a champion. 2021, he pounded Mahomer 212-95 that year, 10-4. If you guys remember, that was the year that Mike D cruised all year, and pretty much I think I said in like week 2 or 3, the guy was going to win it all. That's exactly what he did. All of his players in that championship game, they all had double-digit points. I mean, I look back, I was like, man, he had 20, 19, 30, 27. It was crazy. It was an absolute, it was a close game, but nonetheless, he ended up being victorious, and his 2 wide receivers combined for 68 points that game. So we're going to see where Crazy Horse, Mike D, lands in the pecking order. What do you got?
Number 5.
Number 5. Number 5 for the 6th pick. All right. Now we get to Steel Curtain, Greg Jr. This is the 2nd non-champion of this React to Me Raise for Days League. He's another OG. He's been around for a while. Operated under a couple different names, but he has yet to win a championship here in the React to Me Raise for Days League. But he always stays competitive. And I mean, I was thinking about this the other day when I was writing a little blurb about Junior, and I mean, he spends thousands and thousands of dollars on computer software programs for fantasy football, and it has not gotten him to the ultimate goal of winning a championship here. So he may want to switch his gears a little bit. I don't know. ChatGPT is something that he could consider this year in the draft. We'll see what happens there. But, he made it to the championship a couple years into the league. He ended up losing to Bomber. Remember Bomber? Boom goes the dynamite. Bomber had Blake Bortles put up 45 points in the championship game, 186-175. Boom goes the dynamite, won that. But Curtin went right back in 2016. He made the championship game again. We've noticed that with a few competitors in this league. They get there, they don't win, they go right back. But he's also one of those guys, goes back 2 times and was not victorious. This time he lost to his Steeler nemesis in our league, Steeltown, and that was a very close game. So Steeltown defeated Steel Curtain 145-139. And, just to kind of add, salt to the wound, of course, Steeltown had 2 Steelers on his team. He had Antonio Brown before he went off his rocker, and he had Big Ben. And both guys put up 25 points apiece that game, and he was successful. So we're going to go with Steel Curtain here.
Number 7.
Number 7. So the 7th pick in this order gets number 7. So we're down to 3 picks, and that's going to come up to Steeltown. Steeltown, Kevin Hudak. Now we're back to the champions. He's a champion in this league. 2016, we just talked about the victory over Steel Curtain. Another OG in this league, 2nd place finisher in 2012, 2013. You never know what to expect from Steeltown, Kevin Hudak. But you know what? When he comes with the team, he comes with the team. So I expect big things from this guy, even though he's out in Arizona doing his thing. Let's see what he has. What we got here? What do we got?
Number 9.
Number 9. All right. So this final 2 balls are in here, and it comes down to my lovely wife who's filming and myself, and she is going to get the 9th pick, and this 9th pick is up for debate. There's no doubt about it. But let's talk about Nothing's Final. She is a champion in 2018. And I would tell you, I don't got to read script here, it was absolutely the most meaningful championship in our entire league's history. I mean, with everything that was going on with the homie, Jenny stepped in, played for the homie, and called herself Miracle Mike, and that's exactly what happened. First year in the league, drafts the team, she goes on to win. Pretty amazing and very, very, very heartfelt. I mean, it was meant to be that way. She defeated Maga that day. Maga's been getting defeated a lot, but that's a whole nother topic. He's trying. You got to give him credit for that. But yeah, Maga lost that day, and you know what? Hats off to you, honey, Miracle Mike. But she also came back. She also has a runner-up in this league, so she doesn't mess around. The year she won with Maserati Mitch Trubisky. Remember that? Remember when she said that Maserati Mitch Trubisky was something special? She ends up going on to win, and she defeated Patrick Mahomes in that championship game, and Mahomes put up 34 points. But it didn't stop Mitch Trubisky because she had guys like Robbie Anderson. You know Robbie Anderson's the type of guy you don't carry on your roster all year till the end of the year. She picks him up. The guy gets 27 points that day. So it was one of those. You know, she had Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz, 38 points in that championship game. Honey, you probably forget, but I'm here to tell you, I looked it up. Dominating fashion, 177 to 160. You went ahead and won that championship. So let's go see what your
I'm a
mother
2
gets.
championship winner. I think it's a co-win, technically,
Okay.
last year. So
Okay.
let's count 2.
Let's go. You're there to film. All right, what do we got?
2.
2. Gosh darn it, I wanted 2. So she got 2. It's a good pick. All right, so I can do the math and figure out my number. So the final pick is going to be myself. I really don't want to talk too much about it, guys, but I will tell you, going back memory lane was nice. 2011 was shaved chocolate. 2017, Proofs into Putin. 2019, Recco. And then this last year, it was very, very tough. Very, very tough. This is live, dogs are playing, all good. I just lost my assistant. It was very tough. I will tell you guys right now, DeMar Hamlin going down changed everything about fantasy football as we know it. Last year, I did split the money with my lovely wife. We did split it down the middle. I did verbally tell her she was the champion. She would have beat me. She can have the trophy. But I just want to tell you guys that Yahoo says different. Yahoo says Sheeman Willie Beeman was the champion. And I can't change that. I don't have admin rights to Yahoo. So I have to go off what Yahoo's going to say. They say I have 4. I'm going off and saying I have 4. So without further ado, I'll take the last one in here. And that's number 3. So that actually is interesting. So you're 2 on 3. Kind of funny how that works. No hanky-panky, even though my assistant left. And I just want to say thank you guys. Sorry about the delay. Tried to do this thing on Thursday, didn't have time. Friday, no time. Saturday, no time. Sunday night, we're here. And I didn't even know what to do for this thing. But I did make some notes. Super pumped up about this year. We got to figure out where we're going to do the draft. August 26th. I think is the date that we settled on. Dogs are getting kind of crazy here. But I love you guys. Chargers, Niners, that's the household we live in. Much love and good luck.